Hey everyone, this is Spider-Fan 101, and this is my second time trying to make this video because my camera started acting up. But yeah, today I'm here to give my 2 cents on Ben 10 again. I know that. Oh my goodness, this camera. Well, I already know that I gave my 2 cents on it before. I talked about how, oh, if you turn your brain off. No. I'm not giving it slack this time. Now, if you guys don't know, I'm a huge OG Ben 10 fan. I've been watching Ben 10 since the beginning, since the series premiere of the original show. I've been watching this show. Now, if you're like, oh, prove it, I'll prove it to you. I have this old Ben 10 toy when I was 5 years old. It's got Ben, and on the other side, it has Upgrade. I have this old Ben 10 figure from Omniverse. I have this old Ben 10 Omniverse video game. Getting to the DVDs, I have this Alien Force DVD. Alien Force. Alien Force. Alien Force. Not Alien Force. Ultimate Alien. Sorry. I have this Ultimate Alien video game. Now, I might play this on my gaming channel, just letting you know. I might actually play it on my gaming channel, so look out for that. Ultimate Alien, the Ultimate Ending. Ben 10 Alien Swarm. Ben 10 Season 4 Disc 1. Ben 10 Race Against Time. The very first Ben 10 disc with all the original episodes, the second part of that, the third part of that, the fourth part of that, where you turn into Ben Wolf, the first ever TV movie, Secret of the Omnitrix. This old Ben 10 Alien Force game that I have for the PS2, back when I had a PS2. It broke down, by the way. Alien Force. Omniverse. And finally, Ben 10 Destroy All Aliens. My favorite movie for Ben 10 is Destroy All Aliens. So, I have an Ultimatrix on right now. So if that didn't prove it to you, I don't know what will. Not to mention the plethora of toys that I had back in the day before I got rid of my toy box, which unfortunately they were all in, so that sucks. But yeah, I've loved Ben 10 ever since the beginning. And this show, to me, is a disgrace. Now, I've watched some of the episodes. They are not like the Ben 10 I know and love. Not at all. And don't give me that crap, oh, it's made for the new generation of children. No. As you see, Teen Titans Go is technically made for the children, but it explores some themes that are for not only the OG fans, but also for adults alike. So don't give me that crap that it's made for the new generation of children, because you do not see the full picture. Another thing is, I just watched one of these episodes and they introduced Vilgax, right? Now, Vilgax is one of the best villains in Ben 10 lore. He's also one of the most intimidating villains, because in the original show he'd be like, I will destroy everything you know and love, Ben Tennyson, and I will get that Omnitrix if it's the last thing I do. Like, his voice was intimidating. In this one, his voice was like, I will destroy everything you know and love, Ben Tennyson, and I will get that Omnitrix if it's the last thing I do. Like, what? And plus, he doesn't even look like Vilgax. Like, you know that female Vilgax that they introduced in Secret of the Omnitrix? That's what this version of Vilgax looks like. terrible, man. He doesn't even look frightening. Like, the original Vilgax was frightening. Not only in the way that he would fight, or the way that he would talk all menacing, but the way he looks, he's just frightening. But in this, he doesn't look frightening at all. He looks terrible. Looks like a joke. He sounds like a joke. The writing in this show is trying to be clever. It's trying to go on that Teen Titans Go type humor, that Lego movie type humor, but it fails in all accounts. It fails in all accounts. Literally, there was a time, there were a couple jokes that they made, I was just like, I was literally just like that, because it was awful. It was awful. Back when they made jokes in the original Ben 10, they were great. Like, when you were watching Ben 10, you could tell that it is very story-driven. It is very story-driven. And that's one of the best parts of Ben 10, is that it never loses sight of that. With this, there is... I can't find a single plot element in this entire show. I can't. I literally can't. All I see is a copycat of Teen Titans Go. But the difference is that Teen Titans Go is actually a good show. And it has recently had a great movie, which I reviewed yesterday. You could see that on my channel. But this doesn't have any of that. It doesn't. The original Ben 10 shows, they've had a plethora of movies, and they've all been great. Even the live action ones. The live action ones were great. They're my childhood. Even as a kid, watching those movies, you can even tell that that's story driven too. Literally everything about the OG Ben 10 was perfect. They should put, like, if you haven't seen Teen Titans Go to the movies, and you plan on seeing it, you might want to skip this part of the video right now. So, you know how in Teen Titans Go to the movies, there's that end credit scene where it has like the original Teen Titans. They said, and they're saying, and you have Robin saying, "I think we found a way back." They should do the same thing for the original Ben 10. They should get the original OG Ben 10, young or old, I don't care. They should have the same thing as that. I would be so happy. I would be in tears. Because I love the original Ben 10. I love Ben 10 Alien Force. I love Ben 10 Ultimate Alien. I love Ben 10 Omniverse. I even love that crossover where Ben 10 went... I even love that crossover that happened with Ben 10 and Generator Rex. Does anyone remember that? Ben 10 / Generator Rex, Heroes United? Does anyone remember that episode? I love that. That was amazing. And I watched that because of Ben 10. Because, like, I liked Generator Rex, but it wasn't, like, on the status of Ben 10 to me. I only watched that episode because Ben 10 was in it. And that was great. I mean, come on, man. Cartoon Network, you could do so much better with Ben 10, man. You could do so much better. You could bring back the OG Ben 10, have it continue its great storytelling, and you could possibly make a theatrical movie out of this. Hey, this movie was so good, you could have put this in theaters, and it would have worked. Like, I mean... As a fan of Ben 10, I've been a Ben 10 fan all my life. Literally all my life. Literally so much of my childhood was dedicated to Ben 10. I'm not even joking. And to see the franchise get so... To see this franchise get such a poor excuse of a follow-up is breaking my heart. It's breaking my heart. And I will put up that old Ben 10 rant again, because it needs to come back. I should not have deleted it in the first place. So yeah, it's coming back. I'm not gonna do it with this editor though, because the editor that I have now is trash. So once I get Adobe Premiere Pro, I'm gonna edit that video, put all the bells and whistles back in, and release it to the world once again. Because that rant sums up all my rage against this new show in every form of fashion. Because and I wanted to like this show. As soon as it was announced, I was ecstatic. I was a little taken back by the animation, but I was like, I don't care. Ben 10 is back. This is about to be amazing. And then I remember watching that first episode, and the amount of disappointment, the amount of sadness, the amount of frustration, the amount of confusion that I was feeling was out of this world. I don't understand how this is getting new episodes. I really don't. But, I mean, until they bring back the OG Ben 10, which they probably never will, which is sad, I've got this stuff. Wish I could just turn into one awesome alien. I know it's flickering because the battery's like going. But if I could turn into an alien and go to Cartoon Network and destroy all the plans of this Ben 10 reboot, so they could bring back the original. Seriously, this is because every like 3 months I check up on the show to see if it gets any better, and every 3 months that I catch up on it to see how it's doing, it doesn't get better. It just gets worse. It gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, and I cannot take it anymore. I'm done. Yeah, I'm still going to check up on it every 3 months to see if it gets better, but most likely it's not. I'm like one of those fans where I'm like, I love it so much that I want it to be good, and that's why I keep checking up on it. But it just doesn't get better. It gets worse. Like, it's so easy to make Ben 10 a great story-driven show. All 4 shows have done this perfectly. Why can't this show? Because of kids' attention spans? Well, guess I'll see you I guess I'll talk about this show again in another 3 months when I have to rant about it again. Because it gets worse. Spider-Fan 101 saying peace.